You ready?
Wait. Go ahead.
And I just slam it?
Just drop it. Alright, we ready to go.
Okay.
Come correct. Could change my life today. It would be with you. Can't nobody tell us what to do. Late at night I talk to you, staring at the moon. Wish you was with me, I was with you.
One. Live. You got your boy Juice.
You got Liv. What's
That's
good?
the O over there.
Period.
Raw OJ episode 14. We back in the business. What up with you?
I'm good. You know you're the only person who calls me O.
That's alright. I'm cool.
No, I'm just saying. Like, that's funny as hell.
All I mean is that this podcast was meant to be.
I know.
Meant to be. So
I'm
September
very
20th is
grateful for it.
tomorrow.
Don't remind me, Joe.
You gonna storm Area 51?
No, I'm in Jersey. I'm going to get there.
You gonna cut your ride with an alien?
Shut up.
Do you think aliens are real?
Obviously.
Why? Why do you
Aliens
think?
are 100% real because I feel as if a lot of the things that we see on TV don't come out of nowhere.
Okay.
You know?
I
I feel like I do believe in unicorns. I 100% believe unicorns are real.
All right, so
Or used to be
before,
real.
Before you go forward, why do you believe in unicorns?
Because I like I just said before, a lot of the things that we think that we make up have not been made up. These shits were real 100%.
Like, so you think leprechauns is real?
Bitches are real. Leprechauns, I don't know.
All right, so why do you think unicorns are real? Like, keep going.
Because unicorns are animals.
Okay.
Horses look like unicorns.
Or unicorns are made from horses.
Or horses are made from unicorns.
Okay, so you think the Loch Ness Monster is real and all that
Yes.
stuff? So you think the giant squid and stuff is all
Yes. They're all real, Joe. Do you
Okay.
think they're real?
I take a lot of stuff with a grain of salt. Some of it I do think is real. Like aliens, I believe is real because it'd be super arrogant of human beings to believe that we're the only intellectual human beings. And then if you look at the span of humanity over the lifespan, this industrial technological boom, it's only been since the 70s.
Yeah.
Like we got computers in the late 80s.
Yeah.
We got cell phones in the early 90s.
I feel like the aliens been had this. They like you late as hell.
So I just feel like it has to be something. Because like for us to... Because the industrial boom in itself has only been 110 years in the making, if that.
Yeah.
Since like 1914.
Yeah.
So like what, 105 years?
So
like in the making, that's what I'm saying. So, shit, sorry. So, pull my nose ring.
My nose ring been bothering me all week.
Nah, but to get back, to think that we're not
the only people in this universe.
To think that we are,
Yeah.
the only people, that'd be arrogant as fuck. Plus,
but human beings are arrogant as hell at the same time.
Agreed.
But I feel as if like, you know, going back to the last episode when we said this shit's a simulation, you know?
Yeah.
I really feel like aliens are sitting back watching us, you know, because sometimes I be seeing shit in the sky.
Always.
And I be like, that's not a star. Ain't no way in hell that's just a star.
It could be a satellite though.
Yeah, but sometimes
then again,
it's not.
I've seen things. I'm not gonna lie. Like, all right, so I had an encounter with the UFO. All jokes aside, and I'm in New York. And I'm at work, and I no lie, that shit was maybe about 250 feet higher than me in the sky. I'm looking up. It's this big ass light up circle.
You're bugging right now.
On everything else, I wasn't high or nothing. That shit just like zoomed away, and like I knew it wasn't just me because all the traffic stopped and saw it.
That's scary.
That's how I knew it wasn't me. Like I thought it was just me at first, but then like it's not the first time this happened to me because I've had an encounter. I can't talk tonight.
I'm dead.
I'm driving past the Trump golf course in Williamstown or Washington Township. And I see this blue light just like light up, and then she just like lights up the sky, and then like it closes, like a door closes, and it was gone.
Yeah.
And everybody that was in traffic with me stopped. So it's like the second instance. I'm like, all right. First time I was like, maybe I'm tripping, but
maybe they following your ass. You ever think about that?
I don't think that.
Yo, if you get abducted one of these days, I'm not gonna be surprised.
Why?
Because two instances.
Yeah,
Joe.
But they were in like separate location, at least.
That means
300 miles, 100 to 200 miles apart.
That means nothing.
I don't know. I don't think that.
If we're gonna talk about how, humans are not the only intellectual beings in the universe, then you got to give aliens some credit.
I do.
So
I give them a lot of credit.
Maybe
I don't think I'm that. I don't give myself that much credit to be that valuable to the point where they want to abduct me. What do I know? I don't know anything that they.
I don't know.
Exactly. So for me to give them that credit. All right. So what else do you think is viable? Because I mean, it's a lot. It's a lot out there. Like a lot of things that could be true or could just be myth.
I just 100% believe aliens are real. I feel like I watch a lot of movies.
Yeah.
I'm really into superheroes. I think superheroes are fucking real. Call me a kid, they are.
I think movies, a lot of movies. I'm not gonna say Marvel and shit. I'm gonna leave you alone on that island right there. But like a lot of movies,
you know I go off.
A lot of movies give credence to something that has to be real. Like a lot of stuff they're showing us has to be. I feel like in my mind they're preparing us for something.
You seen X-Men?
I did.
That one movie. I forgot which one that was. It had to be
so many of them.
Yeah, I forgot which one it was, but it's when they were, injected all of the people with these supernatural shit. Yes. Yeah. That is real to me. 100%. Where you get this from?
You think vaccines are taking our powers away?
No, I don't think vaccines are taking our powers away. I feel as if there are doctors or chemists in this world that are creating different things because, they want to. I feel like America as a whole wants to be a super country.
Like, I believe that.
Yeah.
But so does Russia, and so does China, and so does all the other.
Yes, but that's why I feel as if they're going to inject us with things that, can make us super beings, so we could have a big ass army or whatever.
So you don't
just fight. So I feel like that shit's real.
You don't think that they're gonna start doing population control? Because that's a thought.
I mean,
and that's the only caveat.
Do you think they kind of started that already?
I believe so.
Yeah.
I think that's like just the caveat off last episode. I think because last conspiracy theories.
Yeah.
2030 is coming up pretty quick.
Yeah.
And the Georgia Guidestone says they want to cut down population by 2030.
Sure. And
but do you know what the Georgia Guidestones are?
No, I don't know what the fuck that is.
I'm gonna pull that up for you. But yeah, according to this, the Georgia Guidestones, are basically they're like tablets, and basically it's like a layout. And it's like all the things they want to accomplish before a certain amount of time. And as I pull this up, all right, Georgia Guidestones, here we go. And that's why we need the laptop in here. You know what I'm saying? So the Georgia Guidestones are a granite monument erected in 1980 in Elbert County, Georgia, in the United States. 10 guidelines inscribed on the structure in 8 modern language. A shorter message is inscribed at the top of the structure in 4 ancient language scripts. So basically, I'm gonna pull up the images. You can't see it on here, but basically, one of the Georgia Guidestones was basically saying that they want to cut population down about like 90% or some shit like that.
First of all, that's a lot, but I feel as if they've been started doing that.
Okay.
Because I feel as if when the whole thing about black women going to the hospitals and having babies.
And dying.
Why are we dying? We're the only people dying. I feel like they're already starting that, but they're starting it with us, having babies. And that's why we're starting. I want to have a home birth. That's just 100%. I want to have a home birth. But they're starting it with black people.
With like a doula and stuff?
Yeah. Okay. I want to, because I just love that. You ever watch home births?
No, I'm not into that.
They're tough. I want to have a water birth. That shit's going to hurt, but it's going to be tough. But anyways, I really feel as if they're starting it with black people because they obviously don't give a fuck about us in this country.
Agreed.
And they look at us like we're animals and as if we have no value to them, even though we definitely do hold a huge value within this country.
Is more valuable than gold.
Yeah, but I feel as if that's why they're starting with black women, and it's easier for them to kill us off while we're having children because they can easily blame it on the child.
Yeah.
Easily just say, oh. Yeah, that's their scapegoat. They're easily gonna say, "Oh, she had complications during her pregnancy, things like that." And I feel as if that's why, they're already starting the whole population thing.
All right, so let me read it to you. These are the 10 guides from the Georgia Guidestones. One was maintain humanity under 500 million in perpetual balance with nature. You know how many people's on this earth?
Yeah.
Almost 8 billion people. We're like around 7.7 billion, just about. So under 500 million, that's a dress. That's like a 95%, 90%. That's not it. Guide reproduction wisely, improving fitness and diversity.
Oh no, we already fucked up.
Listen. Unite humanity with a new living language, which means everybody's gonna speak one language, I assume. 4, rule passion, faith, tradition, and all things tempered with reason.
We fucked up, Joe.
So wait. So they're gonna have one religion? I don't know how it's gonna work.
I feel as if.
Wait. Let me get through all of them. That's only 4.
Joe, that's crazy. Girl, I know we already fucked up.
Let me get to 5. 5 is protect people and nations with fair laws and just courts. Anyways. We ain't never had that.
Exactly. That shit never existed.
Let all nations rule internally, resolving external disputes in a world court. No war, I guess. Avoid petty laws and useless officials. Excuse me. Balance personal rights with social duties. Number 9. Prize, truth, beauty, love, seeking harmony with infinite. I don't know what the fuck that even means.
Seeking harmony with infinite, like, infinite joy, infinite beauty, and things like that. Trying not to be too vain. Probably.
And 10. Be not a cancer on the earth. Leave room for nature. Leave room for nature.
Joe, we fucked up.
So these
at the first one, we messed it up.
These are the 10 Georgia Guidestones. And these are granite Guidestones in multiple languages that were erected 19 feet 3 inches in the sky, or they were from the ground up. They weigh 237,000 pounds. 4 major stones are 16 feet 4 inches high, each weighing an average of 42,000 pounds. It's just so much going in.
Who is these created by?
It doesn't say. I mean, let me see who made it. It doesn't really say who made the Georgia Guidestones. That's the question.
Were they like discovered?
So June 1970, a man using pseudonym Robert C. Christian approached the Albertson Granite Finishing Company on behalf of a small group of loyal Americans. Commissioned this structure. So it was nobody. Yeah. He's who led it. But all right, let's get back.
He commissioned it.
Do you think that a grand scheme? Like, do you believe? First of all, do you believe in the New World Order at all?
No, that's fucking crazy to me. Like, literally.
So do you believe it's an elite group of people controlling and setting out laws and things of that nature in the world?
Yes, but I don't agree with because I already know that, like, if I feel as if people in America already control us, there's already higher ups in America controlling us, like, beyond the president and government, shit like that. So obviously it's going to be people in other countries.
Before you go forward, you think the government is just a show?
Yeah.
Okay, keep going. I'm sorry. I just want to make that clear.
Everything's a fucking show, Joe. This is a simulation. This shit not real.
This is a show.
None of this shit is fucking real. But I 100% believe that there are a few higher ups in the world from every single country. And I feel as if they're literally just plotting against us, I feel as if a lot of things that goes on in the world, even the minuscule shit and minuscule problems that we have within the world, like, stupid ass little, like, segregation things that we put against ourselves. So you think that was all instructed?
It's a psyop.
Yeah. Okay. All of that shit was instructed.
I can agree with that. A lot of things going on being a psyop.
Yeah, and I feel as if, like, we the way they played it out, like, I learned this in one of my professor's class last year. Okay. Like, we watched a video about this, about how like, these people, I think it was Russia or whatever, this guy, he admitted that like, racism was, like, a thing, like, instructed in order to bring down America, trying to segregate black people and like trying to like fuck with us, fuck with our brains and things. So I 100% feel as if all of this shit is true. I feel as if this is written down somewhere. This is a agenda that they're following, and we're just playing by the books, and we're doing everything we can. Not just black people, everybody in the world doing everything we can, trying to go through this facade of this world, but we don't know shit. They know shit. I feel like only a handful of people know shit. So, and we're trying, but we can't. We'll never know.
So we're of ignorance, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
So do you believe that the Vatican holds secret books and keys to
I
things
feel like
that
a
we
lot
need
of
to
places hold secret books and keys. A lot of places. Like like I said, I'm a movie bitch. Right. I believe in those shit so much, Joe. I feel as if nothing comes within just your brain overnight.
So you think everything is just premeditated?
Yes.
So nothing we're doing is based on free. Like nothing major that we do is based on free will. Like even down to things.
Even if we think it is, it's not.
Okay. So here's my point of view. I agree with a lot of what you're saying. Maybe the premise is different. Maybe the specifics are a little different. But I kind of believe, I do believe that we don't know as much as we think we know. Mm-hmm. I do believe the government's a facade. Mm-hmm. I think it's a show. I think it's just a scapegoat. So when something goes wrong, you can point the finger and say, "Oh, it was him." Yeah. I don't think anything. I think everything's already laid out before like the elections even played. Mm-hmm. Like it's all like a dog and pony show.
Yeah, I'm still vote though. You
know? An illusion of choice. Mm-hmm. And that's how I feel. Yeah. I feel like there is an elite class in the world who make decisions as they see fit, but I also feel like they're losing their control on the world.
Why do you think that?
Because social media wasn't built to handle the load that it's receiving right now. Mm-hmm. That's why it's having a hard time being contained. Yeah. Like, nobody expected things to pop off the way it popped off. Mm-hmm. Before you can hide things. And it's harder to hide things now when everybody has a camera. Yeah. It's harder to hide. And
social media just had that boom. Like, that was recent. That happened like a few years ago. Right. So because
you got to imagine Facebook. Well, MySpace came out. Yeah. Well, AOL first.
I don't.
Instant Messenger.
It's before my time.
Yes. But I'm telling you about it. I didn't have it. I was young too. Yeah. Instant Messenger, then MySpace came out. Mm-hmm. MySpace was like huge. But like MySpace was like a controlled. It could be controlled. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because time was time. You know what I'm saying? Then Facebook came out, which is like
Tom? Is he the like?
He's like the curator. Yeah. Okay. So then Facebook came out, and Facebook was like more of a medium where it was still controlled but less controlled. Mm-hmm. And then you had spin-offs, Instagram, Snapchat. Twitter. But before Instagram was Twitter. Yeah. And Twitter was what turned social media into like the robust. Yeah. Facebook bought it up. Facebook was like
Twitter was like
Twitter was like the steroid. Yeah. And then Instagram came out. So now not only we have your innermost thoughts in Twitter, now we have your visuals.
And let's not forget Tumblr.
Yeah, and
Tumblr was on that bullshit.
Yeah, Tumblr came out. And then, like, it just felt like it spiraled out of control. And it came so fast. Like, technology surpassed humans. Whereas we were signing up and signing our rights away to things we didn't even know.
Because we got so used to not reading the terms and conditions.
Yeah, as we said last episode. Yeah. And I just feel like, not only that, it was like, it was something so new that everybody wanted to be a part of. Mm-hmm. But you didn't know your likeness can be your information can be sold so rapidly.
And that's why, like, when I see all these things on Shade Room, it's like little news articles they popping up. Oh, did you know this app is selling your information? Didn't you know this already?
Yeah, you should. If
you should have been knew this years ago.
Yeah, but because nobody expected data to be monetized. One, then everything moves so fast. So technology surpassed humans. I feel like we're still far behind. Mm-hmm. So by the time you figure out what actually happened, it may be too late. Yeah. It's maybe like when if they start cracking down, like say they wanted to invoke martial law, they wanted to invoke all this fear campaign that's been on YouTube for years. Mm-hmm. There's nothing we can do. They have our facial, they have our retina, they have our fingerprint, and we willingly gave it to them.
I feel as if, like I completely agree with what you said. A lot of things that happened to us or that we allowed, it's too late to reverse.
Yeah.
It's been too late. I feel like it's been too late to reverse. I feel like there's a lot of things in the world that are too late to reverse, but we're like trying to like brainwash ourselves to think, oh, it's gonna be okay if we do this, we continue this. Like I personally believe that what we did to the world, like the environment, I feel like that's just irreversible.
I disagree.
I kind of feel like it's too much that we did, Joe. I feel like it's a lot.
Because and I think climate control is just another ploy.
Do you?
Here's my view on it. Earth has basically went through many phases.
Yeah.
And if you're telling me the Earth can bounce back from an ice age, it's just going through another cycle.
Yeah,
but I feel like the Earth can contain it. And I feel like you said, we are a virus.
Yeah, we are a virus. But what I'm trying to say is that nothing we can do as people to reverse it. I feel as if the Earth. I feel like, first of all, I believe in the Lord. He gonna wipe us out. For real. Rapture's gonna come. But I really feel as if the Earth is gonna start all over. We're gonna be done with, like they did with the dinosaurs and shit like that. Like, we're fucking it up. Like, bad.
See, in my eye, the way I see it is, Earth is living just like we are. Yeah. And when you get a virus, what does happen? Your body gets a fever. So you can burn the virus out. That's why you get sick, because the virus in your body, and your body gets a fever, so you can get rid of the virus. It overheats itself, so the virus can leave the body. I think the Earth's going through that same transition.
What's going to happen to us? What do you believe is going to happen?
Climate change is the Earth getting rid of the virus. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what's going to happen. I think Mother Nature takes over, and does her part, and whoever survives, survives, and whoever doesn't make it. But then again, that's on one hand, but on the other hand, I believe that they have weather machines.
You believe that?
I do. I know. I know they do. Harper's a real thing.
Yeah, niggas be making the storms just cause.
Harper's a real thing.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, they do.
Like, what do you think these hurricanes? We never had hurricanes like this.
Yeah.
And then, like, it's so much time. They have a project called Project Blue Beam, and they can. This isn't like top secret information. This is readily available to the public. Anybody can look it up and verify what I'm saying is true or not. They have a project called Project Blue Beam where they can put a hologram in the sky, or on any surface for that matter, and make you see something that may not necessarily be there. Like, they can, like, literally put, for instance, they can put a hologram of Jesus walking from the sky, coming from the sky, and it's all holograms. But in your mind, it looks like Jesus is really coming from the sky. They have that ability. Wow. They have ability to dehydrate areas and other areas and make it torrential rain. Yeah. So to believe that
Jesus not black, I know it's not him. So can't fool me.
That's another conversation. Yeah. What I'm saying, they have all. And none of this is like secret. HAARP is a real thing. You look up HAARP, that's how they make snow in certain areas. This is real. So, but you'd be naive to believe that they don't have the ability to basically control storms and things of that nature. Now, are there real storms? I believe that as well, but I also think that they're also playing a hand in it. Man has a God complex.
We do, and that's terrible as hell.
And every man wants the ability to play God.
And I feel as if that's how we gonna get wiped out. Beam me up type shit. Some people not gonna get beat.
So who do you think the aliens pray to?
I feel as if
I'm the
type of person that I feel as if everybody has like different beliefs of like the afterlife and things like that, and like for a long time I questioned God and I questioned his presence and everything, and like if he was real. But I feel as if I've been through too much in my life that I know personally I could not have gotten through if it wasn't for my belief and my like readings. But I feel as if the aliens are some other shit.
So who are they praying to? Are they praying to the same
what
God?
What if the aliens don't pray? You ever think about that?
I'm just saying, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's why I have a hard time with like religion and things like that.
Yeah, because there's so many questions you cannot answer.
Yeah, that, and then like, I feel like a lot of our view of religion is skewed because we really don't know, because a lot of Africans don't even practice what we practice here.
They practice Santeria and other things.
They practice
but it came from like the Western African. Yeah, I learned that.
Yeah,
don't do that.
Different. It's something different. Though.
Yeah, they it came from like Nigeria and everything like that, and they incorporated it into like the Spanish culture.
So, but I feel like I feel like they don't pray to a certain deity that we pray to.
They pray to like gods and goddesses
like Yemaya and things of that nature.
And Oshan.
Yeah. So it's like a lot that goes into that. So like the ocean gods and all that. Like so, and a lot of that is shown to be not shown to be, but I want to say a lot of people are shown to be really devout in that.
Yeah.
So I think for us, we were fed Christianity from the Spaniards.
Oh, we were. But
so like for me to sit there and wholeheartedly just jump on one wagon of religion, I pick and choose.
I get it.
You know what I'm saying? It's not. It's not on me.
As agnostic. Do you claim that?
I wouldn't say I'm agnostic because here's my belief. I don't believe in God. I believe in me. Not saying I'm above, but I do believe there's a higher power than me.
Yes.
But all my belief comes from me. And I feel like, and I had this conversation with my mom, and I had it with other people. Like, I feel like the goal was to make us not believe in ourselves when they brought us here, or when our ancestors were enslaved, so they gave us something to believe in. And if you look at a lot of movies, a lot of things of that nature, it's the same premise, one savior. But I feel like belief in self comes first before you can ever believe anything above you or believe in something beneath you. You have to believe in yourself first, and that's how you get your confidence, and that's how you keep going. Yeah. So that's what I believe personally. I'm not. I don't push that on anybody.
I understand.
I don't down anyone's belief.
I never heard that before. Like I never heard like the belief in self first.
Yeah.
Like I never heard that perspective of somebody before. But what I believe is, in order for me to believe in myself, I need to believe that God like has my hand, because it's like so many times I literally could not go on. And even with I do try to believe in myself, if I didn't have the Lord by me or within my heart, I know I could not go on. So I feel as if that's why I'm so into it.
I understand.
Yeah. And I feel as if like also my grandma, my country ass grandma from Tennessee, she's not like a devout Christian,
right? But
so many instances in her life where she literally heard the Lord speak to her, and I 100% believe.
Oh no, I don't knock anyone.
Yeah, I know, but I really believe when people say that, not even when God speaks to them, but like when different spirits speak to them, no matter their religion, I wholeheartedly believe that people definitely hear voices from like other worlds or other like places that's not of Earth or not of us, So I feel like that's why I'm so into religion and what other people like think. I love that. I feel like that's so dope because I'm always like trying to learn. Like
you're picking up more stuff. Yeah. Because you being closed-minded, I was taught this earlier. At like 16, 17, I was so closed-minded. I believe this is what I believe, this is what I'm going to believe. But as I got older, I matured and I opened up.
Yeah.
And I started forming my own belief. And that's how I get through day to day.
Yeah.
Like I believe time is relative. Time isn't a linear thing. What's happening? Huh?
Time is fake.
It's linear.
That's how I try to be telling myself.
Like it's all linear. It's like what's happened yesterday is concurrent. What's happening tomorrow? All of it's happening relative. And I believe that we're in different dimensions. Like I believe it's another dimension of you doing something else right now. It's another dimension.
What's that movie? See, I'm a movie head.
See, I think it's another dimension of you doing exactly what you're doing right now, but saying different words.
Yeah.
Like I believe that's why I think like paths cross during deja vu. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I also believe that like belief in self, like it's like loving somebody.
Yeah.
You can't fully love or give yourself to somebody else to love until you love yourself first. You know what I'm saying? Because how could you possibly teach a child to love themselves if you don't love yourself?
That's true.
How could you possibly give your love to a man or woman, non-binary, whoever you may love, without loving yourself first? Yeah. So that's what this all came from I wasn't taught this. It's just like through trial and error of trying to believe in one thing and not working, trying to believe in another thing and not working, trying to use somebody else's methods
That's what life is
to
about,
believe.
trial and error, though.
And then once I stumbled upon, like, you know what, just love me first.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and once I started like believing in me, like, you know what, I can do this.
Yeah.
And what makes them so much? You bleed just like me, so I put the belief in me first, and then from there is where I believe. Like, I do believe something's above me. I'm not gonna say it's God. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, you just believe it's higher, something higher. Right.
And I deal within facts. I don't deal within. I don't deal with what could be.
Yeah.
I don't deal with what was. I deal with what is. And people
and
have a hard.
That's how you get through the day.
Yeah, and that's why I told you before.
Yeah.
Deal with what's in front of you.
Yeah.
'Cause that's like the best advice I can give anybody. If you deal with
because that's facts. That's just straight facts.
Yeah, and you can't dispute that. You deal with what's in front of you. You can never get caught up with what's later or what's behind you. Deal with what's in front of you. And I swear, every time you do that, those little W's add up, and that builds your confidence. So we take an L, it was like, whatever.
Yeah.
And that's how I deal with it. I'm not telling anybody that's gonna work for them. That works for me.
Yeah.
And that's how I deal with it. So like, that's why I don't get too caught up in like what's gonna happen in the future with the conspiracy stuff, because I feel like as long as I got me, whatever happens, I deal with what's in front of me.
Yeah.
And like, I believe there's a higher being. I just don't know what it is. I believe there's evil spirits too.
Yeah.
Like, for me not
becoming crazy.
For me not to believe that, that'd be naive as well, because you see all the evil that's in the world, and I think humanity is inherently good. There's so many good people.
Yeah.
But we let one bad person spoil it. You understand what I'm saying?
I 100%.
So that's how I believe, and like when I think about these things that's coming forth, possible. Data collection, how much data, terabytes on terabytes of terabytes of data on all of us. I think about it and I worry about it, but like at the same time, why? I can't control it. It's not they want to. That's why I tell people that people they put like the little tape over their screen on the computer, on their phone.
Like
if they want to come get you,
they would have.
They're going to come get you, and who are they?
Whoever's
controlling, whoever's collecting all of that, whoever's using this. If they really wanted to get you, they'll come get you.
I feel as if those people, they already have every single information they could possibly attain, and they're continuously updating that information because we're continuously giving it to them,
and we're continuously creating tendencies for them to. Oh, you didn't do that before, but now you did it now. Yeah. So next time you do it, we'll be ready.
Like, they're listening to us. They have us and recording us every single click of a keyboard that we're typing in our information. Every single website we're going into.
Agree. Whatever.
They have it.
The web doesn't go away, and that's why I try. Before you press send, just remember whatever you put out there is never going to go. You can delete out your phone, but it's out there forever. And I try to stress that to like the younger generation, because whatever you put out there is out there.
Yeah, don't put your face in your nudes.
So
don't do that.
They got it anyway. All they got to do was attach it.
Yeah, but still, I'm just saying, makes you feel better about yourself.
All the information that's being collected on you, like it's a thing where they have enough. Like it's so much. Like Facebook alone. Yeah. I was listening to a podcast, and I don't know how true it is, so I'm gonna say off of what I heard. I was listening to it was a Joe Rogan podcast, as a matter of fact. And I'm listening to it, and he had a segment about Facebook and how Facebook, you can delete your Facebook, but Facebook has enough information on you because you put so much into it, where they can run an artificial human being, based on who you are. Don't mess with my
mind right now, Joe.
I'm saying they have enough information on you where they can create you, artificially through artificial intelligence. They can create you, and have you run your Facebook page without you ever logging on anymore, because you gave it so much information, has so much data on you, so much of your tendencies. That's fucking scary. Where they can run an Olivia Facebook and you never be there.
That's scary. I don't like that.
It's fact.
I know, but I don't like that, Joe.
I mean, you don't have to like it, but that's where we're at now. That's where we're. That's where we're at. Like, to believe that we're somehow exempt from whatever they want to do. I think that's asinine to believe that. Like, so. I mean, it is. Technology's crazy though.
It is crazy.
And you know what? Unlike humanity, technology is evolving every second of every day. Like Moore's law, I believe, is what's it, Murphy's or Moore's?
I'm dead. A law, just
it's a law, whatever. But technology, every time a chip gets smaller and quicker, it happens. Next time it happens half the time it took to happen or something like that. It's like really fast. Don't get me lying. I read it and then I stored it in the back of my mind, so I know it's there. You know what I mean?
Sir.
But like, so back to your conspiracies. We kind of went off on a tangent, which I like to do because
but what I want to talk about something that you said when you went on your little tangent.
All right, I'm listening.
About deja vu.
Yeah.
Whenever I have deja vu, I have really crazy deja vu.
Oh yeah.
Like when I talk to people, I'm like, no, we definitely had this conversation before.
Yeah.
Like we'll be in the same exact setting, same conversation, wearing the same clothes.
Because it happened in another dimension. That's what I believe.
That scares the hell. I'm like, no, and like I have dreams, like I have reoccurring dreams. Like I will dead have a dream from when I was 7 years old, and I'll remember it 100% because I'll have that same dream like tonight.
That's creepy.
It's creepy. No, I definitely have.
But if I tell you what happens to me, you be like, what?
What?
Yeah, like so. I realized, but I thought I was like tripping.
Yeah.
I'm about to sneeze, but it's not coming out.
That happened last time.
So I had a dream. This is one I can remember. Cause I remember I had it all the time when I was young, growing up, but I never put any stock into it. But this time I was old enough to like really put stock into it. So I was younger, and I had a dream, and my son had just been born. And I had a dream that I had went into the military. So I woke up, and I'm telling people, like, yeah, I dream I went to the army. And we laugh, like, man, I ain't never doing that shit, right? Never doing that shit. So years go by. And then, not even, like, maybe a year and a half goes by, and I'm in the army. And then, as I'm doing it, I start realizing this happened before. And I start remembering my dream, and I started acting out, and it's like I couldn't stop it. I started acting out everything that was in my dream.
That's scary.
Like, I already knew we about to get yelled at. I was like, oh, shit, we about to get in trouble. Like, what you talking about? I said, we about to get in trouble. Soon as I said that, my drill sergeant came around the corner and just started snapping on us. And I'm like, yo, I already know he about to make us do push-ups. And in my head, I'm like replaying it, and it's like, yo, it's like so vivid, and it was like so creepy. And then it started happening more.
Yeah.
Like, I started having like dreams, and like that's why when I dream now, I take it with a grain of salt. But at the same time, I'm like, maybe this is possible.
Yeah.
Like I'm not gonna say I dreamt of a podcast, but I dreamt that I was having a long talk forum thing before, and like I feel like now I'm trying to push to make it happen for real. But it was like on a more grand scale. It wasn't just like at college, but it was like on a broader stage. And like now, I feel like a lot of my dreams do come true. It just comes true like maybe a year or so later.
Yeah.
Like 2 years. And it's
no,
creepy.
my dreams come true like 3 years later. Well, not true. It just reoccurs. But like I have 2 dreams that comes up all the time. But like, you know, within years. Like when I was younger, I will always have this one dream. Like I used to sleep in my grandma's bed when I was younger. Whenever I slept over, and right outside her, and she always put on CNN Larry King every night. And you know Larry King has those lights, right?
That's how you do.
You know Larry King has those them bright ass lights in blue, green, and red. Yeah. And I mind you, I never seen The Wizard of Oz. Never when I was younger. And like literally I would have a dream, and right outside the window it'll be like crazy wind, like the Wizard of Oz type shit, and those lights, it'll be crazy lights and little like characters or anything, not even just characters, people or items that will pop up within those lights, like constantly spinning, and I'll be in my grandma's bed just looking at it, and I'm like, this is not a dream, this shit is real. That's how like vivid it felt. And I will always have that dream. And then I just had it like a few years ago. And it was, I don't know, I haven't slept in my grandma's bed in years. It was so vivid. I didn't even sleep in that bed when I had that dream. And I always have this other dream. You know the movie Mr. Megorium's Magic Emporium? Yeah. Yes. Kind of similar to that. Like, it was me, I'm like a kid. And like 10 years old type shit. It'll be me and these random ass kids never even met before in my entire life. Like Asian, white type kids. I don't even have like friends like that. And I'm not racist. It's just not a thing. And like at the end of the dream, the old guy, like he'll be our friend or whatever. Yeah. Like he would just die. He'll die. And every single time, I don't know how he died. But he'll die, and he'll say something, like, very important to us, and then he'll just die. And every single time I have that dream, I could never, ever remember what the hell this nigga said. and it'll blow my shit.
That's
so
crazy.
I hope I have. It's scary. The dream itself is scary because of a dude dying, and like I'll be with him. Everybody else will be gone, and I'll be with him as he's dying, and like it scares the hell out of me. And I don't know why I always have that dream, but it was those two dreams I always have, and I don't know what the hell it means.
I don't know. I believe it's messages and dreams.
Yes,
I do believe that. I just can't like for my life of me put together what that message is.
Yes, and it's not even like these dreams come true. Like my deja vu comes true 100%. Like I hate like deja vu scares the fuck out of me.
It doesn't scare me. It makes me believe it's a plane. Like I said, time is linear. I believe everything is happening on the same plane. So that means in every dimension, that's what I'm looking for. You're doing something similar. You're living like a similar life, unless you like die in that dimension or something happens. It's not your chance. But like in another dimension, we're having a similar conversation.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. But it's not as similar. That's why I feel like deja vu kind of like meshes.
Yeah,
like it's the point where our dimensions touch and then they break away again. At that very instant.
Yeah,
it's like a glitch in the Matrix in a way.
You know, like back in the day in the TV, they have the DVD thing that hits the corner. Yeah, type shit. That's when it touches.
When it hits that corner,
and you be like, yeah. you just be standing there watching.
You be like,
that shit. I feel like that's what deja vu is. So you just like
when it hits the corner.
Yes. Our shit just touches out of nowhere and just bounce back, and it takes like 15 minutes to do it again.
Yeah, I feel like that's what deja vu has to be, because like I have no other explanation.
Yeah, we like, don't have the words.
Even my thoughts after death, I think life is linear. So I think everything occurs at the same time. So I believe in my mind, in my heart, that when you die, you may come back in 1860. You may come back in 3022.
I'll be mad as hell if I come back in 1860. I'll be mad.
But I'm saying, but then my sister sent me something a long time ago, and it was like a DM, and it was like this little video, and it was like every time you die, well, some guy would like live his life, then he would die and he'll come back and live a different life. He would die and come back and live a different life. Yeah. And then like one time he finally caught the guy who was like sending him back, and he was like, why do you keep sending me back to Earth? Like,
yeah, like what
I live life. And he was like, yeah, but you haven't lived life until you learn how it is to be everybody. Once you do that, you can be me. And then I'll move on to something else. And I was like, damn. Like,
I don't like, no. Like, damn, don't mess with my life like that, sir.
What if that's real? Like,
I don't want that.
What if, like, every time we die, we come back and something, until we learn?
Do you know how annoying that is?
Like,
Earth is irritating.
You die and come back a gay man next time.
Earth is irritating, Joe.
Or you die, you come back a white man next time. When you die and come back,
first of all, I want to feel that privilege.
An Asian woman, or like you.
I want to know how it is.
You know what I'm saying? But like, but you don't know you're you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But you're this entity.
Yeah.
And every time you go back, they send you back to be so you can learn everything. And then like once you do that, you transcend to something else.
Yeah, but what is that something else?
I don't know.
Shit.
The mind can't comprehend something outside of life, because we never
we never had that.
We can always think of what life is like after death, but we can't comprehend after death because one, nobody's ever died and came back to tell us what it's like on the other side, and two, we can't comprehend what's up after death because we're living. So that alone, we can only speculate, and speculation leads to the imagination running wild.
Like, what if you ever think, like you just said, nobody has ever died and came back? What if people do die and come back, and they just, they're obligated not to say anything? You know, like they're among us, and they're obligated not to say anything.
I want to punch them in their shit.
They just can't tell you, because I feel as if maybe there are people who has died and came back multiple times. Maybe there are friends or family members and things like that, kind of like guardian angels type things, and they literally cannot tell you what it is.
Like an old soul and a baby.
Yeah.
Cause like I don't know, that's what makes me believe that like life is linear, because you have these kids who are like little kids and they don't know no better, but they're singing.
And they got that old soul.
They're singing. I'm getting chills. That's crazy.
Yeah.
But they're singing like it's just like it's happened. Like they're singing like songs. How the fuck you know this song?
Yeah.
And they don't even know they know the song. But in my mind, I'm like, damn, it must be like somebody else coming back as an old soul. Like, and like I believe that like every time you come back to learn a different lesson.
Yeah. But you ever heard like, do you believe that children see spirits?
I've heard that. I heard that dogs see spirits too.
I really believe that children see spirits, because my baby cousin Justin, little light skinned kid I always post on IG. That's my baby. His father died when he was 6 months old, and one day we were in the elevator while he was still a baby, and he was just looking up. He was like, "Dada, Dada, Dada," as if my uncle was right there next to him. And I'm like, yo, I really feel like as if kids really see spirits, as if they see these people who used to be here or who were never here. They're just like these spirits. I really do believe that. And I want to know why kids are gifted with that and not us, not adults.
Because we wouldn't be able to handle it. Adults can't handle a lot.
Yeah.
That's why and I think that's why the government won't tell us about aliens, because humanity can't handle it.
Yeah.
I don't think we can handle it as a people, knowing that we're not the top dog. We're not the apex predator.
Yeah.
But I also believe, like, I've heard that about dogs. You ever see a dog just barking out of nowhere?
Yeah. My cat will stare at nothing, and I'll be like, oh fuck no.
Yeah.
My cat will. I promise you, she would just stare into nothing, and I'll be like, what is here? Like, literally.
Yeah.
Or she'll just meow and shit like that, and I'm like, no, that scared me. That scares the fuck out of me. I don't like that. But like, it's comforting when babies do it, but when animals do that shit, no.
Like
Because why are you barking?
Like in the middle of the night, the dog is just up barking.
Yeah.
Screaming at something, like, what the fuck?
Yeah, no.
That's crazy. But it happens.
Life is crazy, Joe.
It's crazy because it's like people fear what they don't know. And we don't know. It's a lot of people.
Kids don't fear it because they're still innocent.
Yeah, because they don't care.
Yeah.
Kids care about what kids care about.
Yeah.
I want to have fun. I want to enjoy. I want to laugh. I want to smile. I want to play.
Yeah.
I'm gonna watch this. I want to play with this. Like, that's what life is about. But as you get older, you start getting responsibility, and that's when life, you kind of lose that vigor of being a kid. And I try to hold on to that as much as possible. Yeah. Like, just me personally, like, I try to hold on to that youth. But it's flailing because as you get older, more responsibility comes. More shit is in your face. So it's like it's really difficult to hold on to youth. And like as hard as you can. And people don't want to see you be youthful. Like even young people like 18, 19, 20, 21, they don't want to see you be youthful because they were like, oh, I ain't no kid. You know what I mean? Yeah. But at the same time, I think hold on to youth is what keeps you dreaming. Yeah, you don't settle. What keeps you joyous? You don't settle because kids believe anything can happen. And I believe like as you get older, you start being grounded with real life responsibilities. Oh shit, maybe I can't do that. Yeah, because this is in a way. Maybe I can't be in the NBA because I ain't tall enough. You know what I mean? But kids don't give a fuck about that. They believe they can do it and they gonna do it. So that's what like kind of keeps me going all the time. Yeah, or like striving for something, even if like. It may never happen. Yeah. Because in my mind, it's possible. And as long as I keep that youth like and that kid like ambition,
everything's possible.
It's going to happen. I just got to put the work in. Yeah. And that's just how I feel about it. But I feel like a lot of people lose that and they get stuck in mundane jobs for 10, 12, some odd years before you look up. You're 33. Get the same job?
I don't understand how they do that.
Yeah, before you look up, you're 33, 34, 35, you're like, damn, where'd my life go? Like, I had all these dreams of doing this, that, and the third, but I never did it. I had dreams of traveling here, and here, but I never did it. Yeah. I think that's like people who lose that childhood. I think people who actually chase their dreams and one day achieve them or keep chasing them, they keep that youth, that little bit of youth. And that's what I try to hold on to as much as possible. Yeah. Like, that's like a goal of mine, subconsciously, consciously.
But I'm afraid of getting older.
Why?
Because
we just had a discussion.
It's literally because I'm afraid of dying because I don't know what's after. I do fear dying.
What if on the other side of death is everything you've ever wanted?
It's a lot of things I want, and I don't.
Like, what if after death is everything you think you want is everything you really want?
Oh wow!
And that right there is crazy.
Yeah, it's not comforting.
You know what I'm saying? On the other, but I watched a lot of stuff, and a lot of people. Will Smith was one of the people who say a lot. On the other side of fear, it's everything you ever wanted. Yeah. You just gotta take the leap.
Yeah, and that's probably why I won't get a roller coaster. except for dying. Yeah, I want to do that before I die one day.
Roller coasters is fun as fuck.
No, they're not. I don't have anxiety, but that's the only time I will get an anxiety attack.
All right. But we're going to wrap it right here.
Yeah.
Because today was like it was a very emotional roller coaster, I like to say.
It was.
But I like it like that.
Yeah.
It's natural. It felt good. You know what I mean? You felt like you got a lot off your chest.
I did feel
it's
like I got
therapy.
A lot of chest.
It's like that. That's what Raw OJ's about. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You come in, you listen to
and I hope y'all like
raw conversation. So make sure you subscribe. Make sure you watch. Make sure you follow Liv. Tell people where they can find you.
Y'all can follow me on IG. My one and only IG, Liv_Daya, LIV_DAIAH.
I know where to find me at EYE.JUICE.ENT.I.Juice.ENT on Instagram. You can follow me __Juice13 on Instagram. That's my personal page. You can follow me on YouTube, I.Juice.ENT, or look up Raw OJ Podcast. Either way it'll pop up. Subscribe, follow and watch, like and comment.
Share. And please comment. You could DM me or whatever, or please just comment under our video and tell us what you think. We want to hear your thoughts.
And if something you want to hear, want to hear us talk about, let me know.
Give us a topic.
You can definitely talk about whatever. I'm always open to that. But this is Raw OJ episode 14. We're looking forward to episode 15. It's always a pleasure.
Yes, it is.
That's it. You know what I'm saying? Next time, we do it bigger and better.
Always.
Episode 15. Wow, 15.
Bye, guys.
Adios.